Hello, I'm Spike, and welcome to another self-taught Japanese in Rosetta Stone. It's been a busy week, which is why I've not been posting. Me and my ND mentor have finally set up our neurodivergent and mental health support partnership initiative, which has obviously been taking up a fair bit of time getting set up and off the ground this week. So we are now offering mental health and neurodivergent support in our local region here in the UK, which is fantastic news. However, that's why I've not been able to upload for the past week, as that's taken up a lot of my time, as well as having my daughter. So here we are back doing some more Japanese and continuing on from the Unit 2 Lesson 2 stuff here. Obviously, I posted up the review video, and that was quite short. I think it was under 20 minutes. But here we are, ready to start video number 40 in this series at core lesson 3. Like I say, it's been a little bit of a while since we started, since I've been posting up this video series. Just real stuff in real life has got in the way. However, in continuing today, so first things first, those who come to this channel or those who are new, please like, follow, share and subscribe. You can do that on twitch.tv/cronked7up and here at youtube.com/exofficina. That's EXOFFICINA. Right, with the formalities out of the way, let's get straight into it with core lesson 3. Now, if I remember rightly, it's going to dump me straight into a set of slides, and I'm hoping that they'll be relatively easy to start us off, and it will gradually rise up in difficulty as we move through the lesson. As it says, it's going to take about 30 minutes. We'll see how that goes. But today's video is this core lesson 3. Without further ado, let's get started and set up the microphone. Let's just double check and make sure that everything's coming through. No, it is not. We need it through this one. There we go. So now you guys can hear the program. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Lovely stuff. Also, don't forget, hopefully if you've been watching the videos, you've been making alphabetized kanji notes such as these for how to pronounce the kanjis that are in separation in this program, as well as numbers and some of the grammar forms and tenses for the basic Japanese sentence structures that we've been encountering. I'm still yet to do a couple of extrapolation exercises outside of stream to get some more bits and pieces down on this piece of paper as a reference sheet outside of the program. Without further ado, let's go. Let's make sure.
私たちはアパートに住んでいます。
I wonder which one it is. I would say this guy. No.
私たちはアパートに住んでいます。
No.
私たちはアパートに住んでいます。
Straight away we're getting it wrong. So let's start that
私は家に住んでいます。
That's house? No. It is house.
私た
I'm an
ちは
idiot.
家に住んで
私たちはアパートに住んでいます。
Is the apartment stuff. Okay. And EA
私た
is
ちは家に住んでいます。
Okay. Yeah.
私たちは家に住んでいます。私は家に住んでいま
Plural
す。
versus singular form. I'm an idiot. So we're gonna get
私はアパートに住んでいます。
There we go. Okay. So immediately, straight off the bat, being posed with a sentence, the object and subject of the previous set of lessons with house and apartment, straight away being used in a sentence format, as opposed to as an individual item that we're trying to describe and learn. As we can see here, we've got the singular female form. I'm outside. I'm guessing that I'm outside my house. Or this is my house. Or there is my house. And then we've got the apartment, singular form. I'm in my apartment. We are in the apartment, and we are outside our house. At least that's what I'm assuming. However, I think if I move on, that's gonna mark me down as wrong.
彼
Yep.
らは
Okay,
家に
back we
住
go.
んでいます。
Back we go. Let's get this right. Here we go.
私たちはアパートに住んでいます。
These two in the
私
apartment.
たちは家に住んでいます。
That's them outside their home.
私は家に住んでいま
It's
す。
the lady outside her house.
私はアパートに住んでいます。
And it's the single guy in this apartment. There we go. That's a bit better. That's a better start. Okay. 私たちは家に住んでいます。私はアパートに住んでいます。私は家に住んでいます。私たちはアパートに住んでいます。Oh, might have to work on the pronunciation today. Here we go, slide
私
two.
たちはアパートに住んでいます。
私は家に住んでいます。
彼女はアパートに住んでいます。彼らは家に住んでいます。
Yep, okay, so we are definitely now identifying which grammatical tense forms for the noun, for the person. So we've got the single lady, kanojo. We've got the watashi tachi, which is we are, or we, in the man speaking, but the polite form is with the lady. Watashi wa, because he's outside, and I believe the ie ni is the female section of the or the feminine section of the sentence, should I say? So watashi gets used, and karerawa, it's plural with. We look at this. We've got a man, we've got a woman, we've got a baby, and we've got a dog in front of their house. That's not so bad. I'm glad I got that one relatively correct.
ローマ、ローマ、ローマ、
Okay.
ローマ、パリ、パリ、
Mm-hmm.
パリ、モスクワ、
Well, this
モ
looks
ス
like
クワ、
we've got Rome, Paris, and Moscow. Hey Herb, how's it going? Thanks for tuning in and dropping the comment. I've been pretty good actually. Things have been picking up for the whole of this year. I'm kind of glad I made the jump and decided to content create. Things have seemed to have been picking up since the back end of August last year, since I started. So, yep. Now, welcome to episode 40 of Self-Taught Japanese in Rosetta Stone. I'm sure the playlist of videos will help those who have a low budget, who can't afford programs like this or lessons and such like, to learn along with me at this casual pace that I have in learning the Japanese language. Some of the things that I've learned and some of the comments that I've made on the videos should hopefully help someone or anyone who watches the videos straight through learn a little bit more about the language, make it a little bit easier to read, to understand, and to speak is the plan. So anyway, let's move on to slide 4. We've got this one correct. So far we're doing
ど
not too
こ
bad.
に住んでいますか？
Oh, so is okay. Doko ni sundemasu ka? So, watashi wa apato ni oh, okay. Ichi ni. Ah, okay. I think it's ni ichi ni because it's apartment 211. Yes.
私はアパートの211に住んでいます。
See, that's 211 there. So then we say, どこに住んでいますか?
ど
So we're
こ
asking
に
a
住
question.
んでいますか？
And she's in apartment 215. So that's near Chigo. Watashi wa
私
apato
は
no
アパートの
215
215に住んでいます。
Brilliant. Lovely stuff. That was a relatively easy slide to get, but as you can see, we're asking the question, which I'm guessing which apartment is yours. Let's have a quick ganders on the old translate just to make sure that we are correct on that. Let's どこに住んでいますか? Where do you live? There we go. Where do you live? So this would be, I live in apartment number ni ichi ichi 211 is what he's saying there. So again, this is primary school level Japanese, N5, I believe. N5 is the easiest to learn, and then all the way up to the N1 standard, which is perfect Japanese, like professional, native speaking Japanese. So it's still relatively basic for sentence structure and grammar. But as you can see, we can figure out if we're using a doko or we're using imaska or imaska des. We're usually asking a question. And then obviously we're learning the forms over here. Today's new words are ni sunde imas. I think it's the ni sunde. Just loading my van up, we'll be back in a sec. By all means, just have it on in the background, Herb. That's usually what Benji does. He sticks this on and just leaves it as background noise to listen to. Anyway, let's move to slide 5.
どこに住んでいますか
Doko ni sunde imasu ka?
ど
3.
こに住んでいますか
私はモスクワに住んでいます。
Watashi wa Moskwa ni sunde imasu.
私はモスクワに住んでいます。
どこに住んでいますか
Doko ni sunde imasu ka?
どこに住んでいますか
私はパリに住んでいます。
Watashi wa Pari ni sunde imasu.
私は
3.
パリに住んで
We've
い
got our
ます。
first pronunciation exercise out of the way and got full roundels on that. So spot on pronunciation for asking the questions on both sides and pronunciation on speak back for the actual answer. So where do you live? I live in Moscow. Where do you live? I live in Paris. Not bad, not bad. I like that exercise. Nice, short, simple, to the point. Let's move to slide
どこに
6.
住んでいますか
私たちはローマに住んでいます。
どこに住んでいますか
That's going to be Moscow, isn't it? So, watashi tachi wa Moskwa ni sunde imasu.
私たちはモスクワに住んでいます。
Yeah. Then we're going to ask the question, Doko ni sunde imasu ka?
どこに住んでいます
These
か
guys clearly live in Paris with the Eiffel Tower behind them. So, watashi tachi wa Pari ni sunde imasu.
私たちはパリに住んでいます。
Beautiful. Look at that. Fantastic. On a little bit of a roll. The first slide, yeah, it was a bit rusty, rough getting in. But now we're into slide 6, and so far, 100% in all the way. No mistakes or the needs to rinse and repeat before moving on. So that's good news. Number 7.
国、国、国、
Oh, wait up. Oh, so is Cooney flag? I'm going to assume Cooney's flag.
国、町、町、
And this has got to be city. So
町、
Hashi must be a
Hashi.
bridge.
橋、
So let's just have a quick ganders at that. In the so Kuni, meaning in Japanese, it's got to be flag. Country, nation, or homeland. Okay. So Kuni is that. So is Machi town or city? Yep, town or village. Fantastic. So Machi can mean town or village. It's a lower administrative unit than a city, Shi, but larger than a village, Mura. Ah, brilliant. Cool. So they'll probably be coming up next. And then just to hash it out, no pun intended for the last one. Hashi, it's got to mean bridge. Yep, bridge and chopsticks. Oh, it has two meanings, which would make sense because chopsticks are a bridge, a manual grip bridge for picking up food. So that's not so bad. Or it can also mean edge and end, like the end of a pair of glasses. So, okay. hashi can become bashi when used in context of the name of a bridge, so where the name would come first, and then hashi changes to bashi because it becomes hyphenated with the word. I would assume that perhaps it's still pronounced the same, much like how we have wa and ha are the same kanji, but depending on what comes beforehand as a binder, changes the pronunciation of wa to ha syllabically, so that's not so bad. All building up the knowledge. Slide 8.
公園、公園、公園、
What's that? Garden or forest? Or
公園、
park?
通り、通り、
That sounds like a street.
通り、橋、
And then the bridge. There she is again. Look at
Hashi.
this. So let's have another quick ganders of making sure that that is the case. That my referencing with the pictures. Oh, have I? Yes, it does mean park. It can also mean lecture or presentation when used in spoken context in a sentence. Or I suppose, again, Japanese depends very much so on what you're talking about contextually, where you can then use the same word like kuen to present and mean something in a sentence that, depending on what's around it, depends on its meaning in conversation. Yes, public performance. Yeah, okay. Cool. Well, we know that one. Let's go to the Tori and just double check and make sure that that does mean what I believe it means. Street. Yeah, avenue, street, way, or road, but it can also mean just like that, exactly, and that way. Join our Discord and self-promo your streams, dude. I would love to do that. By all means, Herb, drop us the link or point me in the right direction, and I'll get on that straight after I've done the stream. I've got a lot of work to do today. A lot of it admin and accountancy stuff from my business, but I'm sure I can fit it in somewhere. Let's go to maybe number 9. One thing that would be handy, that I would very much appreciate, for those who do go to my stream channels, you will probably see I have a select few favorite streamers up on my page, linked. So if I'm not streaming, they come through to my page. For those who are out there who do watch my videos, if you also stream, it would be very much appreciated if you would like to add me to your favorites list on your front page and link to my channel, so that if I'm streaming and you're not, it just shares out to mine. I know I have it for yourself, Herb. I also have it for Benji, and a couple of others actually. I think there's 1 or 2 of my friends. And there's a couple of yours, actually, I think, or it might be a couple of Benjis. So yeah, if I'm not streaming, you guys show up. Appreciate it. If the favor would be returned, help grow each other's communities, obviously, would be fantastic. Anyways, let's crack on. That's enough shop talk. Let's go to slide 9. Let's see what we've got here.
国、
Kuni. Yes,
国、
pronunciation away.
町、
Machi.
町、通り、
Tori.
通り、公園、
Koen.
公園、橋、
Hashi.
橋、
Oh, excuse me. That's bad. Why have we got stars here? I see stars for some reason. I'm guessing that might be a swear. And it's Autobot protecting the chat audience. Not that there are many. But yes, slide on here. Pronunciation. spot on. And we're still running the strictness level quite high. I'm pretty sure it's in that 3/4 range. It's definitely about 75-80%. I might have clicked it up one more notch, just so that it
女の
catches
人は
the.
公園で座っています。
Missed all of that because I was chatting. Let's listen to that again.
女の人は公園で座っています。
So that's the older lady who's sitting down on the bench.
女の子たちは橋の上に立っています。
There's only one, but there's multiples.
女の子は橋の上に座っています。
It's got to be the little girl.
男の人は通りに立っています。
There we go. So we've got the onna no katachi wa is the plural for girls, and they are on the bridge. They are standing on the bridge. Tate no ue. And if we go to the next slide, on Nanashito is the older lady, and she is sat down in the park. So suwate de kuen. We go to the bottom, on Nanakowa, it's a singular girl. No any. She's sat down on her basket. Oh, excuse me. Or sat down in the street. No, on the bridge, sorry. Hashi is bridge, my bad. And then Otoko no shito, the older guy. And he is standing in the street. Under an umbrella, obviously, but there we go. That's not going to be too bad. Oh, you are a star, Herb. Thank you very, very much. I very much appreciate it. I'll link all my stuff into my Discord too, but I don't have many people in my own Discord, so it will be promoted here and on YouTube. Again, in mention in this video, in passing, and as always on my front end pages. Let's go to slide 11 then. Let's see what we've got in store for us here.
このは
Ooh.
パリにあります。
So we're in the street, so it's going to be Tori. So we're in the street of
こ
Paris.
の通りはパリにあります。
Yep.
このはフランスにあります。
No, it looks like it's going to be Machi. Yep.
この町はフランスにあります。このはニューヨークにあります。
Yep. I wonder if
こ
that's
の
New
橋
York.
はニューヨークにあります。
That looks
こ
like New
の
York.
はアメリカにあります。
Yeah, Machi.
この町
Lovely,
は
lovely,
アメリカにあります。
Brilliant. So here we're in Paris in the street. Or this is a street in Paris. Then we've got this is a what was Machi? Machi was park, wasn't it? This is a park in Paris. I'm guessing Florence is the fountains. Let's have a look. Oh, these are the fountains in a park in Paris. Let's just grab that and have a ganders before we make a wrong assumption about Florence. Oh, Florence is French person. Okay. Well, I was close, I suppose. We know we're in the right location, that's for sure. Oh, this is the French city, or the French capital, I suppose, would be the context there. This is a bridge in New York, because New Yorku is New York. As you can see in Japanese, they are quite literal when it comes to their foreign kanji pronunciation of westernized words, particularly from English. So they do become easy to spot in their sentence. And there we go. Konomachi wa America ni arimasu. This is American. This is America. This is America. Right, let's go to slide 12. Let's go.
彼らはフランスの出身です。彼はフランスの出身です。彼女はフランスの出身です。彼女はアメリカの出身です。彼らはアメリカの出身です。彼はアメリカの出身です。
Okay, so there we go. So let's see what Shishindes is I have a sensation and feeling, I guess, that it's trying to say these are French people, this is a French person, and this is a French person. These are American people, this is an American person, and this is an American person. But utilizing the plural polite form of a group, and then the individual single male, masculine, and female, feminine forms to describe such. So let's just see what shishin means. I'm pretty sure I'm not going to be too far off. Shishin. Yeah, birthplace or place of origin. So these people are from France. This person is from France, and this person is from France. These people are from America. This person is from America, and this person's from America. So all saying the same thing, but you've got the group polite form here and here, and you've got the male singular and the female singular form on both sides. Going through afterwards. Slide 13 it is. Let's go.
私たちは日本出身です。
Okay. Yes.
私たちは日本の出身です。
Okay, so
私は日本
Yeah.
私は日本の出身です。
彼は日本の出身です。日本の出身ですか？
Okay, well, we got that grammar correct, but it's not really. I mean, these people are from Japanese. This person, we are from Japan. I am from Japan. This person's from Japan. You are Japanese. Or are you Japanese? Because deska, I'm pretty sure, when you're using imaska, deska, you're asking a question. Yeah, it turns it into a question. So that one's, are you Japanese? There we go. That's not so shabby. Hey, let's go slide 14. That was relatively easy.
中国中国中国
Oh, it's talking about China.
中国ロシアロシア
That's got to be Russia, right?
ロシア
Egypt.
エジプト
That's Egypt.
Egypto.
Fantastic. This core lesson about places, a little bit easier than I was expecting, I suppose. Up to this point, famous last words. We've still got 16, 17 more slides to do. We're only at 14 out of 32. Let's go slide 15.
どこの出身ですか？
どこの出身ですか？
どこの出身
I
で
do
す
like the
か？
speaking version.
私はアメリカの出身です。
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 どこの出身ですか？
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 We're trying to get the cadence
私は
up and
エ
down
ジ
right.
プトの出身です。
私はエジプトの出身です。
私はエジプトの出身です。
どこの出身ですか？
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 私たちはフランスの出身です。
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 どこの出身ですか？
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 私たちは中国の出身です。
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 So it's just the country into the no. So フランスの or 中国の sorry, and エジプトの The Egyptonoid one is one I got marked down on a little bit, not too first. I mean, it's first pronunciation, speaking of these in sequenced sequence speaking of these. I'm trying to think of a more complicated word for what I was trying to say, and it just wasn't there in my brain. But yes, so we can see what nationality are you, or which country do you come from? I'm American, I'm Egyptian, I'm French, and I'm Chinese. Here's the order of that. Just, picking it up quick. We are now directly halfway at
男の
16.
子は家の近くにいます。
Well, we're talking about the boy there in front of his
女の
house.
子は家から遠くにいます。
And we're talking about the girl in front of her house.
馬は家から遠くにいます。
And now the horse is in front of the house.
犬は家の
And the dog. Ah! The dog.
犬は家の近くにいます。
The dog's in front of the house. So yeah, the little girl's in front of the house, the dog's in front of the house, the boy's in front of the house, and the horse is in front of the house. But the boy is close to in front of the house. The dog is close to the house. The girl is far from the house. Toku. And uma wa ia kara toku ni imasu is the horse is far from the house. You can see the distance in the picture. Let's go to number 17. Let's see what
僕の
17
家
brings.
は通りから遠くにあります。
Yep, the boy is in front of his house far away.
私の家は通りの近くにあります。
And she's in front of a house quite close.
椅子はドアの近くにあります。
Claire is...
椅子はドアの
Damn
近
it!
くに
It's
あり
far
ます。
away. It's not close. Damn.
椅子はドアの近くにあります。
There we go.
僕の家は通りから
We already know that when we did him.
私の家は通りの近くにあります。
Yep.
椅子はドアから遠くにあります。
And the chair is close. There we go. So, here we are. The boy is far away from... it's in front of his house far away. The chair is far away. The chair is close. And I am close to my house, or close to in front of my house. We can tell with the distance in the picture. That's fair game. But yes, I just got the chair and the two chair pictures the wrong way round and screwed myself over there. But it is a learning curve.
私は木の近くにいます。私は木から遠くにいます。私は橋の近くにいます。
Watashi wa hashi no toku ni imasu.
私は橋から遠くにいます。
Hashikara. See, so this is where, again, sometimes there's a little confusion with how it wants you to pronounce this, because obviously it splits up the Japanese in the English, in the Romanji characters, how the symbols appear, how the kanji appears. That doesn't necessarily mean that that's how it gets pronounced with the space in between. It would be nice if that instance where it's separated, but in English they need to be said together, hyphenated, would make it a little bit easier. But that's part of the learning curve, being able to recognize which words where become the binders. It would probably help if I was in the hiragana katakana. But I'm not yet au fait with reading the Japanese kanji, so here we go. We'll do that another time. I think I'm going to complete the entirety of level 1 before going back and doing it all again from start to finish in Japanese kanji. So there's 2 variations. You've got to have the first time through with me here in these videos, and then
ブラジル、ブラジル、ブラジル、
there we go,
ブ
Brazil.
ラジル、日本、
Japan.
日本、
That's Japan. We know Japan.
日本、イタリア、
Italia. That's got to be Italy, hasn't it?
イタリア、
There we go. So we've got Brazil along the top 3, Japan with the cherry bottom, and Italia for Italy. Although I think that's a picture of Venice, which I think it's its own state, right? Within Italy, like the
この
Vatican.
国の名前はイタリアです。
Oh well.
この国の名前はエジプトです。
So the name of this country is Egypt, or Egypt is the name of this country.
この国の名前は日本です。
Yep.
この国の名前はロシアです。
Yep. Let's go through these then.
この国の名前はイタリアです。この国の名前はイタリアです。この国の名前は日本です。この国の名前はエジプトです。この国の名前はロシアです。
Brilliant. That's not a bad run through. I'm happy with that. Let's go slide 21.
日本は中国のにあります。
Oh, okay, so they're close together. So, is it Chikaku is close or Tuku is far away? No, of course, it's Chikaku. I knew it was Chikaku. Why did I...
日本は中国の
Why did I not
に
get
あ
that
りま
right?
す。
I'm an idiot. 日本は中国の近くに、
日本は中国の近くにあります。
Ah, okay.
日本はブラジルから
Oh, they're far away. That's Turku.
日本はブラジルから遠くにあります。イタリアはフランスの
Chikaku.
イタリアはフランスの近くにあります。イタリアはブラジルからにあります。イタリアはブラジルから遠くにあります。
Yeah, there we go. So,
日本は中国の近くにあります。日本はブラジルから遠くにあります。
God, that's so fast.
イタリアはフランスの近くにあります。イタリアはブラジルから遠くにあります。
遠くにあります。God, it's so hard to say it fast at the speed they're saying in this program. But we're getting there. We can keep up, which is nice because that means that the tongue and the mouth is getting malleable, or more malleable, to being able to speak these particular syllabic patterns in the correct order at speed without tripping up so much these days. Can you imagine looking back at those first, say, 10 videos? Well, a lot to be desired when it comes to those speaking elements. So again, looking back at those first videos to where we are now, you can see the progress that has been made. Which, again, further throughs, that within 40 videos, it gets a lot easier to understand, learn, and speak Japanese in the right format. Which is the point of these videos, is to show that anyone can pick this up if you are willed enough to want to teach yourself something like a language. And everyone is built biologically to pick up language, regardless of what age they are in life, because it's one of our main forms of communication. It's either speaking or dance. Are the two main. We're like bumblebees, essentially. We thrive on learning how to communicate with ourselves as a species. So, you know, that's why learning a language, if you've got that willpower, it's not too hard to pick up, match, and learn, regardless of your age. It's just, again, the effort that you put in and how you teach yourself. If you can match your teaching methods, you will be able to pick it up relatively easy. On to slide 22. 10 more to go. Oh.
私は医者です。
I'm, yes.
私は医者です。
Straight away.
私の名前はナンシー・ウィルソンです。
Okay. 私は警察官です。
私は警察官で
Giving
す。
us our names.
私の名前はジョン・クラークです。
We're now learning how to translate your name into Japanese from English, and it's as comical as you'd believe, but that's fine.
私は教師です。私の名前はスー・シンプソンです。
私はロシアの出身です。
ビクター・ポップフォー。
私の名前はビクター・ポポフです。
Okay, well, there we go. So, I am a doctor. My name is Nanshi Ulison. I'm a policeman. My name is John Clark. I am a teacher. My name is Sue Shimpson. Oh, wait a minute. I am a Russian. My name is Viktor Popov. Cool. It's a little hard to see that. That's a very much a zoom in effort there. Get right up to the screen. Anyway, slide 23.
私のお母さんです。名前はアン・スミスです。
Oh,
私の
she's
お
on
母
about.
さん、
I'm an idiot.
私の
So
お
I
父
didn't
さん
see
で
her
す。
arm out with
私
the.
のお父さんです。名前はマイク。
That's my dad. And his
私
name
のお
is.
兄さんです。名前はジョン・スミスです。
That's my friend.
私のお母さんです。名
my
前
brother,
は
sorry.
アン・スミスです。
And this is my mum.
私の名前はサラ・スミスです。
And my name is. There we go. So we got. This is my brother. His name is John Sumisu. This is my mum. Her name is Anne Sumisu. I am Sarah Sumisu. This is my dad. His name is Mike Sumisu. That's cool. That's relatively easy to get. I'll stay on this slide for a little longer so anyone who can see it can get it down. This is how you say, this is my brother, this is my mum, this is my dad, their name is. Or yourself. Watashi no namae wa, and then your name desu. That's not bad. Slide 24, let's go.
こんにちは。お名前は
Oh, Sarah desu.
サラです。
どうぞよろしく。
Ooh, that's gonna need a look into. Okay, konnichiwa.
こんにちは。お名前は
Jonzu desu. Jonzu desu. Ah, okay. Dozu
どう
yorishiku.
ぞよろしく。
Yoroshiku. Ah, we missed the I. Yoroshiku. Okay. Well, first things first, we're gonna see Dozu yoroshiku. And see what that means. Dozu yoroshiku. Nice to meet you. There you go. Or I'd be glad to know you if it's casual and polite manner. Well, there we go. Hi, hello. What is your name? Sarah des. Oh, nice to meet you. That's essentially what these sentences are saying. Fantastic. Let's get slide 25 done and out the way.
お名前は
Namae wa
お名前は
ボビーです。
Bobby des.
ボビーです。
どうぞよろしく。
Dozo yoroshiku.
どうぞよろしく。
Awesome. That wasn't very difficult. I thought it was going to be a bit more challenging. The first one, yeah, okay, it might be down. Onamae wa.
お名前は
Onamae
お名前
wa.
は
Onamae wa.
お名前は
Onamae wa.
ボビーです。
Bobby des.
どうぞよろしく。
Dozo yoroshiku. Awesome. Slide 26, please.
お名前は
マイク・スミスです。
どうぞよろしく。
Onamae wa.
お名前はジョーンズです。
Dozo yoroshiku. Dozo yoroshiku.
どうぞよろしく。
It did not like that. It had the hang. Is that me marked down on the one? No, it is not. Okay, let's move on to slide
さ
27.
ようなら。
Sayonara.
さようなら。
さようなら。
Sayonara.
さようなら。
さようなら。
Sayonara.
さようなら。
さようなら。
Sayonara.
さようなら。
We're just saying goodbye 4 times, huh? Okay. relatively easy. I'm a little taken aback at how unbelievably easy this one slide page is. It's just saying goodbye 4 times over in the context of the slide. Like goodbye, 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 goodbye. That's all the 4 friends that have been made in the previous slides. What's 28? Konnichiwa.
こんにちは。
こんにちは。お
お名
名前
前
は？
は？And Bobby Jones.
ボビー・ジョーンズです。
どうぞよろしく。
どうぞよろしく。
Okay. And then nice to meet you. Would it be dozo yoroshiku again? No, sayonara. It's just going to say
さ
goodbye,
よう
isn't
なら。
he? He's not even saying... Oh, he is saying goodbye. Look at that. The hand is hidden by the letterbox. Whoa, what a pain. What a pain. Oh, we get it right all the way. And then... Oh,
こ
dear.
んにちは。
こんにちは。お名前は？
Bobby Jones です。
ボビー・ジョーンズです。
Yes. And then... どうぞよろしく。
どうぞよろしく。
It's done there. And then sayonara.
さようなら。
And sayonara. Cool. Let's go to slide 29.
こんにちは。私の名前はビクターです。
こんにちは。私の名前はビクトーです。
こんにちは。私の名前はビクターです。
こんにちは。私の名前はあやこです。
こんにちは。私の名前はあやこです。
こんにちは。私の名前はあやこです。こんにちは。私の名前はイザベラです。
こんにちは。こんにちは。こんにちは。The fuck is going on with this? No. Sod off. Not even recognizing I'm saying anything to start with. That's bogus.
こんにちは。
Mhm.
私の名前はビクターです。
こんにちは。私の名前はビクターです。
こんにちは。私の名前はビクターです。
こんにちは。私の名前はあやこです。
こんにちは。私の名前はあやかです。
こんにちは。私の名前はあやこです。こんにちは。私の名前はイザベラです。
こんにちは。私の名前はアズバラです。
こんに
イザベ
ちは。
ラです。
私の名前はイザベラです。
こんにちは。私の名前はピエールです。
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 Well, considering how sensitive these bottom 2 were to what I was saying, which is a bit much, considering I'm repeating the same damn thing, but we know what this program's like by now. I'm pretty happy and chuffed with that. Hi, my name is Victor. Hi, my name is Ayako. Hi, my name is Isabel. Hi, my name is Pierre. It's pretty nice and simple. Notice how Ella becomes Era, and Pierre is Pieru. Ayako, I'm going to assume, and I probably shouldn't, but again, she looks like she is Asian, therefore Ayako is probably her actual pronunciation of the name, because in English, Western English, whether it's American, actual British, etc., international English, the translation for Ayako into a name that makes sense is probably not going to be quite correct. Whereas English variants translated into Japanese, these are going to be how it's done. So there's Victor, it's Victor. They get elongated, softened, and a little bit more of, what's the word? We would see it as your stereotypical Japanese trying to speak English, like them veli veli soli, using L's instead of R's because of how they how they speak from Japanese into English. That's not always the case. Sometimes it's literally the way that the kanji translates for the syllabic sound pattern for Ella is actually error, and so on and so forth. So we get a slight elongation and softening of the name that's relatively close. Also, the kanji construct of their writing systems, as we know, your katakana is what's used for foreign words and names. So it'll be the pronunciation of the katakana that brings out the westernized names into Japanese, but not vice versa. So yeah, just a little bit of context there. Let's go to slide 30.
私はロシアのモスクワに住んでいます。
私は中国の北京に住んでいます。私はイタリアのローマに住んでいます。
私はイタリアのローマに住んでいます。
私はイタリアのローマに住んでいます。
私はフランスのパリに住んでいます。
私はフランスのパリに住んでいます。A little bit broken,
私は
but we're
フ
going to
ラ
get it
ン
right.
スのパリに住んでいます。
And I don't want to be tripping over my tongue saying some of these ones, especially this close to the end. So there we are. This is Moscow in Russia. This is Peking in China. This is Rome in Italy. And this is Paris in France. Let's go to slide 31.
寝室です。
台所です。寝室です。
台所です。
台所です。
Fantastic. So this is the bedroom. This is the kitchen. This is the bedroom. This is the kitchen. Fantastic. Last slide. No, it'll be the last slide for the day. It's been just getting up to the hour mark.
私の妹です。名前はジュリアです。公園で遊んでいます。
Ooh, that's playing.
私の父です。名前はバートランドです。ダイニングルームで食べています。
That's these guys here.
私の兄です。名前はウラジミールです。寝室で寝ています。
The bedroom.
母です。名前はあゆみです。台所で料理しています。
And that's the kitchen. So here we have. Oh, let's get rid of that for a second. So here we have Watashi no imoto desu. So this is my daughter. Namae wa Julia desu. Her name is Julia. Guen de sondeimasu. We're in the part playing. Or she's in the part playing. Watashi no chichi desu. This is my brother. Namae wa Batorando desu. Batorando?
私の父です。名前はバートランドです。ダイニングルームで食べています。
I'm gonna say that his name is Bartholomew. That would be close, I would think, to what his name would be in English. This is Bartholomew. Bartolando, or Bertrand, maybe. His name is Bertrand. He's eating in the dining room. Watashi no ani desu. This is my wife, I'm gonna say. Her name is Rajimiru. She's sleeping in the bedroom.
私の兄です。名前はウラジミールです。寝室で寝ています。
Yeah, because that can't be his sister or his mum. That'd be weird, right? So I'm going to say that's his wife. I'm pretty sure Annie in Japanese is another word for wife or partner or girlfriend. Let's just double check just to make sure. No, it's older brother. Okay. Yeah, outside. Oh, when speaking to someone outside the family, he's no longer Chichi. It's then Annie. Is that older brother? Yeah, older brother. So this might be younger brother. This is my younger brother Bertrand. And this is my older brother. And yeah, so swap around. But Rajimiru. What is Rajimiru? Let's see if that comes up as a name. Urajimiru. Oh, Vladimir. Oh, it's Vladimir. So let's have a look at Bartarandu. No, if I can spell it right, it's double A. Batorando. I got a feeling it's going to be Bertrand. Bertrand! Yeah! Your boy got it right. Woo! Oh, he's starting to be able to translate the Japanese variant of an English or westernized name. That's pretty cool. This is my nan. Her name is Ayumi. She is cooking in the kitchen. It's the last one. That's an easy one for me because that's just like full on Japanese, full stop. And then we have it. 113 correct because we've repeated and not moved on until we've got each slide correct. So we are back in the game. And that is core lesson 3 complete. So here you can see this is where we are up here, May the 6th. After the 2 days of Star Wars, May the 4th and Return of the 5th of May. The next video will be pronunciation, the double up, and we'll see about going into vocabulary because these are quite short ones, but they can sometimes be quite challenging because we're starting the next step in the lessons. So more than likely going to come across some more new words, new kanji and hiragana katakana to write down. Adds to the old library of words and the grammar that's going to be in there. So yes, there we go. We are starting lesson 3 in unit 2. That was core lesson 3 in unit 2 that's just been done, and that's the end of today's video. Thank you very much for watching. I love and respect you all for tuning in and checking out my channels and my videos. I'd appreciate those who do, and any newcomers, please like, follow, share and subscribe. Twitch.tv/crunk7up and youtube.com/exofficina, EXOFFICINA. Right, I'm going to go get myself something to eat. That's going to be the end of today's video. As always, thank you for watching. I appreciate every single one of you. As you can see, we are trying to get to the affiliate status. We're about halfway there to the 50 followers and 50 subs. Very much appreciate anyone who can to like, follow, share and subscribe. The channel was mentioned before. And that's it for me. So I'll see you in the next one. Thank you. Take care. Stay safe. Keep sane. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace.